I invited Katherine Callahan to come talk. Katherine has actually been with Repicture, was with Repicture a while, but she created a great profile. And I invited her to talk about writing at her job. So Katherine is a civil engineer from Catholic University, and she went on then to get her master's in environmental engineering. She just graduated in 2022. So she's been working for a couple of months. And I wanted to let you all hear directly from someone who's relatively new to a job of how they've been using writing at their job. So Katherine, so first of all, thank you, Katherine, for coming in and talking to us. And yeah, maybe you could just talk a little about if you've been writing while in your position as an environmental engineer.
Yeah, so thank you for having me. Definitely writing is a super critical aspect of my job so far. I mean, I've only been working for a couple months, but I've already seen how important a skill it is to have. Just a little background for my job. I mostly work in the litigation field. So I work in environmental law cases and I do background STEM research.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to write all different kinds of reports, all different kinds of emails and communications with clients, with your coworkers, with counsel, and these people may or may not have that same STEM background that you have. So it's super important to be able to communicate your ideas clearly and concisely so that people who may not have that technical background can also understand what's going on and what the big idea of the project is.
Yeah, and I love that because yeah, it's not just writing it, but writing it in a way that people not familiar with it, non-technical people can understand what you're writing.
Sometimes it is even as technical people, it's just people who jump on the project later and they kind of need to be caught up to speed on what's going on. So definitely having good writing and communication skills is very important.
Great. Thanks, Katherine. So yeah, so it's not just us more experienced people that need that writing. Again, Katherine's just been at the job for a couple of months and found it important. And then Katherine, since we have you, I think, and I might have mentioned your name at the orientation, is someone who's actually used the Repicture profile to help get a job. So maybe you can kind of explain that situation.
Yeah, so I was applying for jobs. I was finishing up my master's degree in May, so I was starting to apply to jobs in late winter, early spring, and I linked my Repicture profile on my resume. And actually, the person who interviewed me, who's now my supervisor, saw that linked on my resume and he clicked on it. He didn't really know what Repicture was or had any background on Repicture, but he was able to kind of put a face to my name and kind of see both my professional career technical skills and my writing skills and kind of just some background on me and get to know me as a person before that first initial meeting.
Yeah, that's great. So thanks, Katherine. So again, kind of emphasizes what we've been talking about, that this really is kind of a unique opportunity to let people know. We actually did a survey of hiring managers and said, if someone put a link to their Repicture profile on their resume, would they click that link? And we had 80% of the hiring managers said yes, they would click the link. And so what happened to Katherine isn't unusual, that you put that on the link and then they are on the resume and then they click it. And then, yeah, it's great to have it. Again, another example you can hear directly from someone where it basically helped the person understand, get to know, feel like they probably know Kath a little better by looking at it versus a LinkedIn, which again, LinkedIn is important, but this is really more personable and then really can show that they're writing. So I really appreciate it.